Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue our action with a welterweight special attraction, and it is brought to you by Gary Shaw Productions and Top Rank Incorporated in association with Caesar's Palace, Wynn Resorts, and Showtime. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we present our three judges scoring this bout from ringside, all from Las Vegas, Nevada. We have Bill Graham, C.J. Ross, and Dalby Shirley. Introducing to you our referee in charge of this bout, our third man in the ring, Richard Stiers. All right, fans, here we go with a welterweight special attraction, scheduled 6 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, and joining us from Gardner, Missouri. He weighed in at 143½ pounds. His record stands at 9 wins, 4 losses, with 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Jeremy "The Storm" Stiers. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner in this 6-round attraction, wearing light blue trunks with white trim, representing the outstanding family boxing tradition from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico. His weight 143 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with 22 wins, no losses, 17 big wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing the undefeated Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Once again, a referee in charge, Richard Stiers, now to give instructions. 6 rounds of boxing scheduled.
Okay, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I'm cautioning you again. Obey my commands at all times. Shake hands. Good luck.
Richard Stiers, the third man of the ring, a very poised junior. 7 of his 17 knockouts have come in the first round. 12 knockouts within 2 rounds and 14 inside 3. He's never been past the 5th and averages a mere 2.5 rounds per fight, so you may not want to visit the fridge. Jeremy Stiers, who fought just 3 weeks ago, fighting pro 2.5 years, KO'd twice in the first, 5-1 his last 6 versus limited opposition, and all but 1 fight in his home area of Kansas City. His 1 fight outside KC. What is going on here? Right off the bat, they forgot to put the mouthpiece in.
And Steve, that gets back to the theme from the beginning. Is this guy in over his head? Is he tight? That's not his fault. It's his corner's fault.
That's his corner's fault, yeah.
His corner's in over their heads, too.
Well, when he fought outside KC, it was a disaster. Stopped in less than a minute when his nose was broken and it wouldn't stop bleeding. But he is game, looking to stand tall, to use his height and reach. Chavez Jr.'s 3rd fight in 3 months, but they've been brief. A 54-second knockout 2 fights ago. Overall, his fastest knockout came in 42 seconds. So an inauspicious start for Jeremy Stiers as the corner forgets to put the mouthpiece in. Richard Stiers gracious enough to halt the action momentarily to allow him to do it.
And watch for that Chavez hook to the body, just like his old man used to do, because Stiers, when Chavez attacks Stiers, is raising his hands to protect his face.
The familiar chants of Chavez ringing out from the crowd. There are certain things in Junior that we see that are reminiscent in his famous father. He is unflappable, relentless, tough, competitive, has an impressive left hook, and you're kind of born with that. He is accurate and a terrific finisher. The only thing we don't really know about Junior, Steve, because it has yet to be tested, is his chin. And yes, his dad had one of the best.
Oh, yeah. And this kid is being moved very slowly. It's not so much the fact that he's had 22 fights and he's still fighting this caliber of opposition. It's that he's still in 6-round fights. And he won't be jumping to 10s for quite a while. It's a good way to move him because he had no amateur experience. and he's still 19. So what's the rush?
Wants to win a title at 140. Probably go up to 147 eventually. Who knows? Maybe 154. Some good left hooks to the body, followed by a right hand by Junior. He really steps into his punch. Very patient, and he does have a nice repertoire.
Well, Stiers is moving his hands a little bit, which is good, because if he were real tight, he wouldn't be throwing any punches.
Chavez digging to the midsection. Stiers is game determined, but defensive problems. Chavez again with hard body shots.
Yeah, Stiers is just waiting for Chavez to punch right now, and if he protects his ribs, he's going to get hit in the head. If he protects his head, he's going to get hit in the ribs. So choose your poison.
And Chavez Jr. does have power, primarily in the left, no surprise. Very heavy shots to the body with the left hook by Junior. Well, it wasn't long ago Junior was accompanying his father to the ring. Remember these days? A fuzzy-faced Junior, only 9 years old, wearing the famous Team Chavez red headband. He didn't shave then, Steve, and you know what? I still think he hasn't shaved yet. Cute kid. And there's Julio today. And he's hearing it from the crowd with the cast on his right hand, result of his last fight, and I do mean and hope last fight.